How are you guys? My name is Nanouh and today we are going to fill a sketchbook spread while talking about some stuff. But first, Happy New Year! It's funny because I feel like 2020 was just yesterday, but at the same time, I achieved so many things during 2021, it's unbelievable. And talking about achievements, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. Don't dream it, do it. Now, it might be a little confusing, but let me explain. In 2016, I made a list of my dreams and goals, basically everything that I live for. Some were too ambitious, some were somewhat easy, and somewhere in between, some just seemed impossible. And yet, here we are. In one of them, I said, I wish I could be an illustrator. I wish I could draw like all my friends. I was surrounded by creative people and I myself got into a graphic design job without knowing a single thing about it. But I spent years learning, and spoilers, the learning phase never actually stops. I was so sure that being an illustrator was something you had to be born with. Like, either you are really good at it from the beginning, meaning at like 4 or 5, or you are not and you choose, let's call it a comfort job. A food job? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I kind of forgot about it for 2 years. And then in 2018, I started dreaming about it again. I tried digital painting. And by trying, I really mean tracing. I know, it would crucify me, but I didn't know how to draw, so I was hoping by tracing other people's work, I would understand the concept of it, the logic. I would say it did not work. I kind of forgot about it again. But then in 2019, I think, I participated in Inktober and I made it through the whole month. I was so proud. And I did not trace anything. In 2020, I had a big revelation. I had so much time on my hand. I was thinking, maybe I want to try something else. I didn't realize it, but the main reason I felt so overwhelmed was that I was doing things the way my friends were doing it, which wasn't necessarily the right way for me personally. And that was one of the best discoveries of my life, my own art style. Sure, I was still struggling, but I was having more fun than when I was doing digital painting, and no one could ever take that away from me. That's when I discovered Malika Favre, a French illustrator. Her style is more like flat design and very minimalistic. I love her illustrations. Everyone else around me was doing digital painting, and I didn't really like that. I was more into the flat design illustration thing because I used to be a graphic designer, and clean lines and vectors were my kind of thing. So I started drawing like that. I didn't realize it, but I started building my own path. I entered a contest for a comic book and ended up being published with 9 more friends. And I think it's already out there. I'm not sure. I have to check. I'll put the link in the description if I find it. But otherwise, I would put some illustrations on the screen. With the publishing of the comic book, we also had to spend 2 weeks in residency with those illustrator friends. And that's how I discovered the existence of graphic novels. And boy, I love it. I mean, it's always been there, but I did not pay enough attention to it. At this point, I still had the imposter syndrome because everyone else was doing digital painting and I was there with my vectors and illustrator. In my head, I didn't have to know how to draw because it's vectors and you can move the anchor points however you feel like it. And people never really understood what I was doing because it's not the style they're used to. And I didn't know how to explain it either, so it was very confusing for everyone. And I think I was building my own path more and more because I didn't really like drawing just for drawing. I wanted to tell stories. I wanted to make something happen. I wanted to tell the world about what's in my head. I wanted to put text on my illustrations. You know, I didn't know that's what I wanted from the beginning, but here we are. I want to write and illustrate my own graphic novel. And that's what I'm trying to say. If you dream it, you have to make it happen. I don't like people who talk BS. I also like to please myself. So when I have a dream, I make sure to try everything to make it come true. That's also why I rarely talk about my projects, because I don't want to disappoint people and to be like, oh, this girl talked about doing this project and this project and this project and never actually did it. I know people don't really care about it, but I care. So, yeah. And it takes time. It really takes time. But you have to trust the process. Just a few months ago, I was dreaming about all the art supplies I have now. And thanks to the lovely people who support me in my art, I think you would recognize yourself. Now I have them. And I have never been drawing and painting so much in my entire life. It makes me so happy. So yeah, if you're really passionate about what you're doing, things will come to you eventually. And I'm not just talking about material things, but say maybe you want to be a professional skater. You don't just stand there at the park and hope to get noticed. You create your own opportunities. For example, you make contents and post them online. You record yourself and send it to whoever may help you boost your career and stuff like that. I mean, it's just an example. I don't know anything about skating. It's just an example. But what I'm trying to say is that same thing can be applied in every situation. My dream today is to make a short animation movie with my own illustration, of course. If I was the 2016 me, I would just scroll on Instagram and think, oh man, they are so talented. I wish I could be like them. But today me is saying, I wrote the story, the storyboard is halfway done. Now I have to sit down and draw them. Now, of course, some things require more time. And I understand it's discouraging sometimes, But trust me, if you are passionate, people will sense it, and eventually dreams will become possibilities. I just want to say a word about the illustrations I made today. I was just drawing and coloring birds in a sketchbook spread. I just wanted to fill the whole spread with birds and colored stuff. I really love these Ohuhu markers. I think these will be my go-to from now on. It's the 168 marker series. I got them for my birthday. I'm so happy. I love them so much. I'm afraid to use them because I don't want them to dry out. It's so silly, but you know. And I'm really sorry about the lighting in this video, but my ring lights kept turning off. I don't know why. It's plugged in correctly, but maybe it's too warm. I don't know. But anyway, again, I want to wish you a happy new year. So to sum up, I would say that it's good to have dreams and ambitions, but things don't just come like that. Well, maybe sometimes, but you have to work towards your dreams. And this applies to everything in life, really. You dream about becoming an illustrator? Well, start by learning the foundations of drawing. Start by sketching 30 minutes a day. I used to be one of those people that would leave a comment that says, "Oh, you're so talented. I wish I could be like you. You are so gifted," and etc. I mean, sure, there's a big part of it that comes naturally to some people, but nothing comes easy. You have to practice and practice every day. Even making YouTube videos like this and talking over it like this is very uncomfortable for me. But my dream is that one day I would be able to just let go of all my anxiety and fears about it and be able to share my drawings and illustrations and all my art journey on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to my first TED Talk. I hope I'll see you again. I hope I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye, y'all.